Hi, today I'm gonna show you how to change notification looks and how to do it with that new jar file. So first you need to usually you want to experiment with the CSS and see what you can change. So to do that, just go to configuration wizard, to the available pages, and copy the all-in-one link. This is the same link that normally goes to OBS. So just copy that and paste it to another tab and just open it. And now what you want to do, you want to press Ctrl Shift and J in Chrome, in Firefox Ctrl Shift and K, and what that will do, it will open development console. And what you can do with this, you can see the elements in the page. So right now we are looking at the HTML of my all-in-one page. So, and you can see CSS code for element that is currently highlighted, and we can go through every element. So you are interested in parent, where all the interesting things are defined. So what we have here is the block, which is, as you can see, it is the main block of the notification. We have logo, which is the logo that spins when the notification appears, and we have transition screen, and we have break screen. So you cannot see anything on the screen because it's by default disabled. But you can change that. You can see here that opacity is set to 0. We can edit that. We can show it, and yeah, as you can see, it's on the screen. And the same we can do with logo, and we can show it. So this is how normally the notification looks. And yeah, maybe we can also yeah, maybe it would be easier if the actual notification would arrive, but this will suffice for me. So what you can do, you can run the test from dashboard here, and the notification will came, and basically the notification will be shown on the with the text that arrives, and you can do what exactly I did here, show it, and the text will be there. It will be easier for you if you want to change text aspect. Text aspect is in the block text CSS code, and in the block CSS code. So you can, as you can see, it's a font and the border of the notification. So the development console will allow you to experiment and to change and to see what you need to add, what you need to change. For example, I prepared a little yeah, let's maybe first I will show you how to add the new images to the jar file. So before we continue with the CSS code, so the freestream notification jar is basically a zip file, executable zip file, but it's like a zip file. So we can open it with any program that allows you to unzip, unrar, or whatever. So Total Commander is very nice in this regard, because if I press Control page down, it will open it for me. So but you just you can right click it, open it with whatever tool you have, and drag and drop new images into it. So as you can see, I have new image called blood. So the Halloween is upon us, so let's make the notification bloody. So for you it will be right click, open it with whatever tool you want. For me it's control page down, and as you can see the content changed a little bit. To make the jar smaller, I made some cleanup and obfuscation for Java, and also I minimized all the JavaScript code, so now it takes less space. So if when you open the jar file, edit it with program that can unzip on other unzipped files, you will go to public, and here as you can see there is all the HTML, CSS style, all the code that is there is here. So we are interested in image folder, and we can copy here new image. So oh, it's actually, oh yeah, because I'm running the, so before you are able to copy anything to the application, you need to first close it so it's not running. So I just did that, so now it should allow me to copy new content there. So, and as you can see, new file is copied to FSN jar, and for me that's it. So let's go back to experiment, and maybe one more thing. So in the Chrome you can play around, you can switch images, do whatever you want. You can test out how the notification will look. I don't know if right now we'll be able to access the files because the application is stopped, but let's try. Chrome is nice enough to highlight and edit the content, so you can, and it has some tips for you what to write there. I actually didn't want color, but image, and let's say we'll use one image that is already there, because I don't know if that new one will work. I don't know if this one will work either because application is stopped, but let's try. No, it didn't take. But as you can see, you can write it like this, the new an image you want to use, and it interprets as this link, as you can see here. So either you write it like that, or you write full URL to the CSS definition of background image. Okay, let's start the application again. Maybe it will work then. All right. Okay, let's reload that. And if you reload the page, every change you made in the console is lost. So remember to not refresh. But the console is very nice for experimentation, as I said. So let's disable the color. We don't want to have a border, and let's try the image again. And as you can see, it tells me what command starts with the letter I typed. So you can use background image. Right, and let's try. Like that. Okay, and it works great. Okay, but it's replicated, so let's try background. background size. Okay, let's try 100%. Okay, great. Then that's enough for me. So as you can see, you can play around and change the code, and this is very easy to work with, but and you know how to copy new files to the jar file. So here you can experiment and then see what changes you need to make. And if you already know what you want to do, you know what each element holds, and you know the changes you want to make. So next step, you need to change actual CSS files. So you can do that two ways. First one would be to go to OBS, edit the source, and here's the CSS tab. So you can write here CSS code, and you can replicate for the block element. You can basically copy this, and you can write it down like this, and it should work. If you want to change any specific thing, you should be able to do that by typing exclamation mark important, and this should work if you click OK. But for me it doesn't work, and what I heard is it is broken in newest version 2 of the browser plugin. So I don't know if this will work. So, but there is alternative. So if changing the CSS code here, that would be injected into OBS browser plugin. If that doesn't work, then you can edit the CSS file manually. So yeah, and you can do that basically the same way as you did with the adding new image to the jar file. You can in your zip program, WinRAR or something like that, you can browse around in the directories, and you can go to style folder, and you can find all-in-one CSS. You can unzip it, copy it, whatever, drag and drop, maybe probably will work. So you want to edit that, and like I mentioned in the beginning, it's every file was minimized to take really small amount of space, so it's not that nice to read. So what you can do is you can replace every parenthesis with end of line and parenthesis and end of line. And what this will do, it will replace the parentheses with end of line, and will make the code a bit better to read. Okay, yes to all. Okay, it's little bit better, and we can find element that we saw in the Chrome. So we are interested in block element, so let's find block. Here it is. Okay, and yeah, so let's make it a little bit better for us to read. Alright, so basically this is the block code, and what we did, we replaced the background color, and we do not want any border. Okay, and we have additional fields we want to add. Okay, so these are the same changes we made in Chrome. So the block main notification block will have now the background image that which we copied in the beginning of the video to the jar. Okay, so next I would like to change the notification list, and the notification list is in the container, and yeah, it also the opacity is set to 0. We can show it on screen. Yeah, and why it didn't take? Yeah, probably because there is no text in it, so it will be easier if we had some text in it, so let's do that. Okay. We also want to get rid of the logo, so we can do that. The element is called logo, it's here, and what we can do, we can basically get rid of the image, and it won't show in the notification. Okay. Next we would like to change this, so let's try it out. So we have first element, there are 5 of them, and we can change each of one of them, but let's focus on only one and change that one. Okay, let's change this one. So it's the child element, and the text is inside the text parent. Alright, so let's change the child element, because it is the same for every element in the list. So we can probably add also background image. Right. Now we'll use the same image as before. Alright, it's already there. So maybe we can do one more, or maybe let's not change it like that, because it will show even if we don't want to show. So let's change each of the element separately. Okay, so first element, it's called first, second, third, fourth, and so on. So let's disable the background, let's disable the border, and let's add this background. So great, it worked. Okay, so I changed the first element in the CSS, so let's do that in real file. It should be somewhere around here. We have logo. Yes, this is the child, and this is the first element. So what we want to do, we want to remove border and leave everything else, and remove the background. So let's do that. Can erase it. I will just comment it out. Okay, and let's copy the background command. Okay, so we changed how the list will look, how the notification will look. So let's now change the you can basically change any aspect of the list, and the main banner. The list is in container and the banner is in block field. and the logo. So we can change those in those three CSS elements. Next we have transition screen and background screen, and the break screen. Transition screen is the one that will have the fancy animation and will cover every aspect of the screen, so you can during that time you can switch to any other source in OBS, and you can change the background image by changing the four squares that it is created from, and each square has the background property where you can or the element that where you can change the how the each square looks, and it works this way to have the nice looking animation. Like, let me show like this slide. So to have this nice animation we have the four squares, and to change those four squares to something else, to change this whole background to something else, you need to change each square to different image. So you can edit it out in the real CSS and replace with a new image that you will copy into image folder, the same way as I showed you before. So that's how you can change. You can also add any other features you feel like. Next there is the, let's disable the, next there is the break screen, the new feature, and the break screen has the countdown timer and the message. Right now it doesn't show any message. Let's change that, and the message will show up with little delay. Yeah. Or there is a bug and it won't show up. Let's see. Yeah, I will look into that, why it didn't happen on the first go. Okay, so this is the transition screen. Let's enable the console again, and the break screen, sorry. And the break screen is also in the parent element, and the break screen has the area section, and we have the we have the logo, we have the wait message that is showing up here, and we have the countdown, and the each number and the dividers and labels on the bottom. So you can change every aspect of that in the CSS. It's also in the all-in-one CSS. It's everything is here. So the labels, the countdown area, and so we can play around with that. So what I will do, I will only change the area, which is this, and I will change the gradient, which is here, to some red one. So to do that, you can go to Ultimate CSS gradient, and this is one I used, and you can, I will put the link into the video description. You can choose different colors and some bloody one, whatever you want, and copy the code, and this code will go to the area CSS. Let's find it. It should be somewhere here. It's I already saw the gradient. It's here. And what we will do, we will probably replace all this code Let's double check. It starts with something like this. Yeah, it's checked out. So let's see if the how much we need to remove. Okay, it seems this is the full gradient code, so let's grab it and replace it with our new code. Okay, so we replace the background of the break screen. Okay, I think this is enough of changes for now. Let's remove it because it will not work anyway for me, at least. Okay, and save it and copy it back to the jar file. So for me, for you it will be probably drag and drop. I'm using total commander, so I will just copy it back. Oh, it didn't work. Let's. Oh yeah, because the application is running. So if you like me and you forget things, Windows will remind you. So you need to close it. And still nothing. Let me check again. Okay, now it works. Yeah, we want to replace it, and it seems it's copied there. Okay, let's see if that worked. So let's start the application again. Let's go to, let's close the developer console, let's refresh, and it worked great. So let's disable the break screen and let's test the notification. Alright, and it works great. So now that we know it works, we can enable it in OBS. Let's close it. And let's see. No, for some reason it didn't take. It's quite strange, to be honest, because it should work. Let's see that again. Yeah, it works. And here it didn't work. Strange indeed. Okay, let's restart the application. It may be that the OBS browser is caching somewhere the I will open another window. It's probably caching the content it loaded, so you probably will need to restart the OBS in order this change to work, because it's I think it's caching the HTML pages that are loaded in the OBS browser plugin. Let's check it in new window. Remember that I have the old window open, so it may not work for me. So let's disable the, yeah, it is disabled. Let's see if that will take. yeah, so like you can see, it's because the OBS browser plugin is caching. So um, let's disable the screen and see if the notification worked. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Alright, so this way you can change every aspect of the freestream notification, and every aspect of every feature that is available to you in dashboard. You can change it, and you can edit CSS, add new files, do with it whatever you want. So hope that helped a lot of you that were asking to for some advice, and yeah, I will keep the good work, and thank you for using my stuff and helping me improve it. So see you next time.